Shout out to all my gods and goddesses and welcome to the lounge. It's your girl C here for another video. Yes, this is a special video for my babies here. First off, happy November to you all. Shout out to you all. I hope your energy is all well. Don't forget to send me your free question. For those of you who are in the lounge here, don't forget to send me that. I hope that all of you are well, doing fine. You're taking your vitamins. You're keeping your vibe right. You're keeping your solar plexus energy going, because it is the winter months. But anyway, so we're here for a special video. This video is, as you guys see by the title, why you need an ancestor altar, or why you need to honor your ancestors and ancestor veneration. So before we get into this video, let's talk about what ancestor veneration is. I'm going to give you my interpretation of it. I always say, your spiritual practices are your spiritual practices. Chew the meat and take the bones. This video is just meant to be like informational. I was really just channeling you guys' energy and just feeling like, what direction I want to talk. But always, I preach on my channel and I'm going to preach it here. When it comes to spirituality, you have the power. Okay. So it's up to you to create your own path and decide which path you're going to go on. So I'm going to give you quite a few resources for you to just do that after this video. So make sure you stay to the end, okay? All right, so let's talk about what ancestor veneration is and why you need to honor your ancestors, okay? Well, one, you have to understand the spiritual world and the quote-unquote real world goes hand in hand, right? We talk here on my channel about energy and frequency. Everything holds energy. Everything holds a vibration. And so does your soul and your spirit. When you transition and when you move on, a common misconception that a lot of religions teach you is, what they say, your soul goes to heaven and then, that's it. They don't talk about what the afterlife actually is. Let's break down that word. Afterlife. What does that mean? Let's look that up. So let's look up after. I don't know why I like to look up words and break it down in the simplest form. So let's see. Hey Siri, what's the definition of after? Hey Siri.
As a preposition, after means in the time following an event or another period of time. Do you want to hear the next one?
Yes.
As a preposition, it means behind. Want to hear one more?
So afterwards it says, in the pursuit of quest of, next to, following, in order or importance, in allusion to someone or something with the same related name, concern, or about. So that's other definitions. Okay. What's the definition of life? Let's see what Siri
Life
says.
means the condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death. Do you want to hear the next one?
So did you guys hear that? It says basically afterlife. If you break down that, the afterlife is still life going after. So after that chapter is closed, there's still life. There's still a next chapter. And if you can wrap your mind around this concept that the spiritual world is the real, quote unquote, real world, one thing that we have a misconception is that our ancestors don't need us. Just like your ancestors need you in this world, you need, when they were in this life, just like they needed you then, they needed just basic things to survive. Like, what do you need to survive life? You need water, you need a place to live, you need food, you need, just different things as whether a human or just on a being level to live on this planet we call Earth, right? As an example, your ancestors, when they cross over, they still need things there. You get what I'm saying? There's a whole world in the spiritual world. I do mediumship readings, you know. I'm not gonna say like that's my main thing I do, but I do that at times, and I do communicate with spirits, you know, that's crossed over for loved ones every now and then. And one thing they do communicate is like there is a life outside. You get what I'm saying? Like if you can wrap your head around that. So going into honoring them, right? Your ancestors, just like we talk about frequencies, right? We talk about like money is a frequency, or even food is a frequency. Alcohol is a frequency. You know, everything you can think of is a frequency. Your ancestors, they still need those different frequencies, those different energies to help them in the spiritual world, because everything vibrates off of energy. So going into the purpose of ancestor veneration, we always talk about as above, so below, right? As above, so below. What does that mean? So as above, whatever happens above does happen so below, right? On the physical. So above in the spirit, you know, whatever you call it, the heavens, the ethers, whatever you call it, also is the same for below on this physical world. You get what I'm saying? So the whole purpose of ancestor veneration is to still help your ancestors through the spiritual world. And as you help them, they help you. You know, going into 2023 and just beyond, whenever you guys are seeing this video, it's very important that you have a foundation with your ancestors. I see a lot of people get scammed, especially in the spiritual world, just like as a whole. And the reason why is because they don't have a key development with their intuition, or they haven't developed their intuition as much yet, and you can tell they don't have a relationship with their ancestors. The whole purpose of working with your ancestors is a few things. One, by you giving them honor, it does help them. Sometimes it can break free. In some cases, it can even break free of generational curses. Like, you know, if you grow up in a family that has constant problems with wealth, or you know, like for instance, like money. I know a lot of people of color can relate, or just different things that that your bloodline may have been through. Honoring your ancestors can, in a way, help you by you helping them, providing them with tools that they need, can help you on your journey, on your spiritual journey, and help guide you to break free from some things. Also, your ancestors have a bird eye view to the world. So think about it like this. Your ancestors, time is just a earth human concept, guys. Your ancestors, they can see things before you can see it. So your ancestors may guide you on different paths to help you. So it does depend. There is a lot of factors. We will be talking about this more. This is just like a general video, but I will be coming on in my next video. I haven't decided if I'm gonna make it like I think I'm gonna make it. You guys definitely will get on Patreon, but I don't know if I'm gonna show it on YouTube. I haven't decided. The next video, we're gonna talk about ways you can honor your ancestors and get into details. But this I definitely feel like, in just my opinion, for my spiritual, and keep in mind it's just my opinion, for my spiritual experiences, I would highly recommend looking into honoring your ancestors, looking up ancestor veneration. I got started practicing my journey, honestly. It's a crazy story. So I initially, my family, I told y'all, they kind of, witchy, but the whole concept of honoring ancestors, they don't do, like, they're not like, they're still, I told you I grew up Muslim and different things, but they have their own practices. But I actually got into doing this probably like 2018, which is really another turning point for me. What got me like hip to it was I started hearing like honoring ancestors, and believe it or not, I was from Nipsey Hussle's funeral. And I started looking up videos, and the first person that came up, who I highly recommend you guys check out his videos, Ali Myers. Ali Myers, I think he goes by Indra Ali now, if I'm not mistaken. I do apologize. But I personally will call him like the authority on ancestor altars. I definitely like on YouTube, on social media, you know, of course, in like on YouTube, like who knows their stuff. Also, Mystic at the Crossroads. There's different altars. If you're into African spirituality, I like connecting with guides and goals and different things like that. Her videos really helped me on my journey. But the first videos about ancestor altars I ever watched was Indra Ali. And when I tell you, like, he has a wealth of information. He drops a whole bunch of gems. I'm so internally grateful. I actually took his course before, which I do, like, you know, I don't recommend everybody course on YouTube, but I did. I can say I got a lot from his courses. He has like this like course that you can like subscribe to, sort of like how my Patreon is, but it's different, child. He got his own thing. You will pay a little bit more, but what I will say, it was worth it. I got a lot of gems and jewels that I use today on my journey, and I like can say really did help me. And his information really is what got me on my path. I feel like I was already on my path, but like it really just light a bulb, if that makes sense. You guys get what I'm saying? So I definitely highly respect him. I will also say, I believe her name is Jasmine from Mystics at the Crossroads. She's another witch I really do respect here on YouTube. You guys know who my faves. I always tell y'all, but when it comes to altar work, not just ancestor altar work, just altar work in general, for those of you who are more on the witchy vibe, she's another one I really got some helpful tips from. Also, going back to connecting with guides and goals, she's another one for those of you who may be into African spirituality, the different things like that. Her videos has a wealth of knowledge, but she does have also helpful videos explaining like the soul's journey. If you guys want to get into that and why you need to, you know, why it's good to honor the ancestors, even if you guys are religious, because I know I got all walks of life, I don't judge. I still say it's important for you to honor your ancestors, and they even do that in religions, believe it or not. We'll get into that in later videos. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to come on. I hope I, didn't ramble too much. Sometimes I have a tendency to talk a little fast. But yeah, guys, leave me your questions. In our next video, we are going to talk more so about ways of honoring your ancestors, in particular ancestor altar work. This is going to be a thing to help you guys out here in the lounge tier. I will be talking about different things on my channel. But this will go more in depth, like you get what I'm saying. So we'll go more in depth working with that, different protection rituals and different things like that. So yeah, leave me some questions and we'll get into it with our next video. I hope you guys enjoy. Look out for the other videos we have coming real soon on new moon, Wani moon, waxing moon, and different things like that. So we'll get into it. Until then, all my gods and goddesses, don't forget to always rock your crown. See you in the next video. Peace.